morning, Serve Mount, ladies and gents. Welcome to the gun position. This is the only gun position of today's firing. Key safety personnel are OIC practice, Major Ingram, and the gun position safety officer myself, WO2 Younghusband. The ammunition for today is HE L21 L174 Hanwha 50 charge 2 only. Okay, ammunition is currently turret stocked. You will not be handling it, so there's nothing to worry about there. Hearing protection. Double ear defence must be worn within the operating vicinity of the gun. So as you are that close, you must be wearing double ear defence. Single ear defence can be worn anywhere from 200 to 800 metres away. If any individual has a minor injury, they are to report to the first aider. In the event of a serious injury, the appropriate emergency services will be informed and the individual evacuated to the nearest medical facility for treatment. Okay, actions on stand fast. Stand fast is to be ordered in the event of an emergency. Stand fast can be ordered by anyone who has witnessed or is about to witness an incident. It can only be cancelled by the person who has ordered it or the person who has assumed command of the situation. It can be ordered by any person sighting people, livestock or low-flying aircraft near the trajectory or to the left and right of arcs by shouting stand fast and inform the command post ASAP.
So just a couple of quick rules. Firstly, can everyone please confirm to me that they have in-ear defence and also over-ear defence? Okay, this is to meet the UK compliance to safety around Archer. The limitations on noise is you must remain greater than 25 metres away from Archer live firing. So by way of introduction, as I said at the start, my name is Major Barney Ingram. I'm the battery commander for 5 Gibraltar Battery, 19th Regiment Royal Artillery, and we're deployed as part of the FLF battle group for Cabrit 16 with the 1 Mercian battle group under Colonel Grant. What you'll see today is the Archer 155mm self-propelled artillery system. This for us represents a rapidly procured and deployed piece of equipment. We have taken this from the Secretary of State for Defence announcing it in March 23 to a deployment on operations in March 25. We first received the first guns in September 23 and rapidly designed training models to put us into a position where we were able to live fire in November 24 before now live firing again operationally in July 25. For us, this represents a crucial and critical difference in our previous artillery systems, the AS-90. The last system came into play about 35 years ago. This has now been replaced by Archer, which has a much upgraded capability of a more modern system. For us, this talks to driving lethality and survivability. So the lethality is increased by the ammunition that this gun delivers. So it delivers high explosive shells out to 27 kilometres with an extended range out to 35 kilometres. It also delivers a bonus round, which is an anti-armour round, which can neutralise enemy armour at up to 30 kilometres whilst the enemy armour is moving. In terms of survivability and modernisation, this gives the crew greater survivability in the cab, greater mobility operationally, and allows them to continue fighting. In terms of what our training progression has looked like, as part of the FLF battle group with Cabrit 16, we have moved through a heavy tactical progression upon deployment. So it started in the UK and has concluded with integration with the 1 Estonian Brigade within 1 Estonian Division whilst deployed to Estonia as part of Exercise Hedgehog. We have also mirrored that with a heavy technical training pipeline to enable us to qualify our people on the new system rapidly through that procurement process, to deploy them here as trained service personnel, and to continue that progression, which you will see today, to enable them to execute their roles to drive lethality and drive down the time of engagement. So this week what we've been doing is allowing the crews to prove concept and refamiliarise themselves with what is still a new artillery system. We've conducted some fault finding to enable that survivability piece to keep our guns in the fight. And now we are testing that which we have brought together in the dry tactical scenario to ensure that it works in a technical scenario, focusing on the differences that Archer gives you compared to our previous systems. Key to that are both munition type but also engagement type. So the ability to conduct multi-round simultaneous impact with up to 6 rounds impacting the target at the same time, which we're not testing on this firing package, but we will do subsequently. And also the ability to conduct multi-aim point missions using one gun to rapidly switch between targets to engage multiple positions. Can I ask you please to put on your double ear defence, so in ear and outer ear, and we'll expect a couple of minute delay while we cue the mission, which will allow you to get into an appropriate position to conduct any content capture that you wish to do so. Thank you very much. In terms of your media capture, currently the gun is laid on the target but not loaded. What you'll hear is a loud clunk as that round is loaded from the automated system in the turret, followed by a couple of seconds delay where the system will then fire. Okay, so that will be your indicator to make sure you know what's going to happen. Okay, if everyone removes ear defence, please. So, unfortunately, this is illustrative of the process we've been going through over the last few days, which is finding the new faults on the gun that we haven't yet identified, and the ability for the crews to fault find and go through it. What we have got are two guns that are still in, pushed further forward, so we'll bring you forward. This gun will not fire, and this is to enable the crews to fault find, and it all builds their muscle memory of exactly what the system is telling them in a very different fire control system. So what we'll do, we'll push on up to the next position. The same rules will apply around distances, and then we'll go and watch the guns that are further forward firing whilst the team go and investigate this gun. So if I can ask you please to follow me, and we'll go and take that now. But what we won't be able to do is fire the whole battery just due to the proximity of the observers for this. So we'll cue the system up now, and then we'll give you the balance of it. If I could ask everyone, please put ear defence back in, double ear defence again. What you have now is a period of time where the observers will wait for the fall of shot to land. It's about a 32-second time of flight. They will then observe where that round has landed in relation to the grid that they are given, bearing in mind that there are certain factors that we can estimate for but not completely mitigate against, such as meteorological conditions. They'll then order an adjustment to the gun, which will enable the gun to then go into a method of a heavier weight of fire onto that location. That concludes the live fire portion, so you may remove all ear defence, leave them off now, the guns will not fire. You now have some freedom to take photos either of this gun or the gun behind you. I'd say probably privilege this one just for proximity. You also have the opportunity to ask any questions of either myself. You've got Finn, who is the gun position officer and gun area commander, and you have Staff Sergeant Foreman, who's been in Archer number 1 and is now a gun line section commander for the Archer battery. So you've got a good amount of experience of people who have taken this from working out what the torque setting is on the wheels through to how do you fight this as a battle group within a brigade context. So a really good spread. Please feel free to take photos. I just have to ask you, please don't take photos inside the cab or climb on the vehicles.
Abbastanza,